Hey guys, Nick here. I go by my gamer tag Spot Shots, which I've had for quite some time, as you can see up in the upper right hand screen. A little bit about me. I stumbled across several months ago a couple of Halo Legendary guides. One of them from Actman and one of them from Pokebird. The links are in the description down below if you want to check them out. They are both like walkthrough guides with no deaths. I am not as good as them. I am not a professional Halo player. I don't even know if those guys are or not, but I'm clearly not nearly as good as them, and I really only wanted to make these to see if I could use some of their tips and stuff from their guide, only to get through Legendary. I'd never really gone through Halo Legendary. I played the original way back in the day, and just kind of picked it up here, a couple decades later. Really, the point of this, me posting them, actually, I really love the bloopers. Clearly, I'm not like a noob by any stretch of the imagination, but I am also not very good. So feel free to enjoy. I'll give tips, probably some of the same tips that those two guys give, as well as some tips that even I found playing Legendary myself. So kick back and enjoy. I will not be talking during the cutscenes. I definitely love hearing the cutscenes and all the dialogue that goes with that, but I'll be talking during the gameplay.
Cortana, all I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group. And in about 90 seconds, they'll be all over us.
Well, that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their stations.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone. And Cortana.
Hmm?
Let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Attention, all combat personnel. Please report to your action station. Platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon, rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bulkhead Charlie 14.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, we let those dumb bugs out to the middle of nowhere to keep them from getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled onto something that's so hardcore that they're scrambling over each other to get it. Well, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or a giant hula hoop. We're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines?
Sir, yes, sir!
Mm-hmm. Damn right I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
Sir?
Right. Let's thaw him out.
Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds. He's hot! Blowing the pins in 5.
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here.
Alpha to Sierra. Sensors show inbound.
Okay, so here we go. In Halo Legendary. I'm not gonna waste time. You could follow that Marine, of course, but he's just gonna die. This is again more of a quick walkthrough. I will walk around, kind of checking the scenery, just so you guys can see what's going on. And definitely like I do like the upgrades for a lot of the environment, different graphics. However, really honestly, nothing beats the original. I mean, it came out in, 2001? And while obviously the graphics have, and the technology has changed to be able to make graphics a whole lot better, I mean, the original Halo graphics were incredible at the time. I mean, I was in middle school, maybe high school, playing these games.
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser. With those odds, I'm content with 3, make them 4 kills. Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Report.
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am! Fire control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2 for abandoning the Autumn. That means you too, Cortana.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm going to try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. The protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my neural lace, and then sort yourself for a heart transfer.
Aye, aye, sir.
Which is where you come in, Chief. Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research, Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
Sorry about that. I was in maybe middle school and high school when I started playing these games. That's a new thing kind of for me. I gotta time my dialogue so it doesn't overlap all the between the combat that's going on and then the cutscenes here. So real easy grunts. Definitely take out that first grunt. I kind of make a little bit of a mistake of shooting. And Pokey Bird gives the advice to not shoot. Either way, should be relatively easy. Come on, there we go. Gotta keep down. That is one thing that I definitely hate about this game in general. Is after elites die and a lot of things die, their finger is on the trigger, so I lost a health there. Definitely want to pick up a plasma pistol as fast as you can. Mop up some of these elites. I should be a little bit more aggressive than this. Finally, I can go on in. My Marines are way ahead of me, and I'm just sitting back doing nothing basically. Gotta check the corner. You never know what's around the corner there. Kind of took me by surprise right there. Does take a few beatdowns even without a shield. So no matter how much health you lose at this part, I'd probably pick up that health pack. The doors will lock when you eventually go down far enough. And I'm looking for a plasma pistol. There we go. Something I'm constantly looking for is pretty much any level. I feel like you're probably going to grab a plasma pistol. There we go. Grab the health. But pretty much any level, especially levels that have Covenant, you're going to want to be picking up. Just beat him down. You're going to want to pick up a plasma pistol, especially for the elites. It does also kind of come in handy saving like pistol ammo. I mess up this part kind of royally, but yeah, chuck a couple of grenades. I actually did one run through unrecorded, and this was kind of a flawless section for me. I think I stuck a grunt and stuck an elite the first time through. This time, obviously, is not very good. And here's what I'm talking about too. Save you a little pistol ammo. Yeah, the first time around unrecorded, I saved all my Marines, and as you can see right there, oh, I do have one Marine remaining. Everything else is dead, so I'm gonna quick mop up everybody. No, I don't. I'm gonna go back and get the overshield first. There are 2 overshields, so you can kind of go a little bit more aggressive with the first one, because you can always come back and get the second one. Of course, until you get so far where you can't backtrack. That is a thing. That is a thing with these some of these levels, or the first level here. You eventually get cut off. And I actually thought the elite was dead from that grenade that I threw initially, which is otherwise I would have been a little bit more cautious. But yeah, like I said, you can afford to be more aggressive the first time around. Just go back and get that second overshield. So one thing that I was going to say on the graphics, the graphics, at least when I was again in middle school or high school playing this game, they were kind of revolutionary. I mean, there wasn't anything super fancy about them. But they were very nice. I always let the Marines, do their own thing, and then I'll hit these guys off to the side here. Obviously, graphics are way improved from 2001. I do like that kind of combination there of you hit an elite with a plasma pistol, and then chuck a sticky nade as quickly as you can. The plasma pistol will stun the elite. Hokey Bird gives this same advice too. It'll stun the elite, and then this is kind of not a great moment for me. I had almost full overshield and just let 3 grunts kind of take most of it out, so I was a little bit more cautious there that second time. Honestly, I kind of sometimes forget when I have overshield and when I don't. Yep, second hallway, kind of the same thing. Those first few grunts are very annoying because I'd like to be able to stick an elite as quickly as I can. But now I have no shields. Gotta kind of provide some cover fire for the Marines, otherwise you can have some dead Marines. Which, whether you're playing for the game or whether whether or not you're trying to save Marines, they definitely provide cover fire for you. So whether you care about them or not, oh, come on. Come on. Stinking elite hunted him down. But whether you're trying to provide, trying to save the Marines or not, obviously I try to whenever I can. There we go. I think I stuck him. But they definitely are useful, especially in Legendary on providing cover fire. So I'm trying to get a, yep, there we go, trying to get a grunt before I tackle the elite. I could have shot that grunt, just didn't. Again, I am not claiming to be great at the game. I think I try to go back and look for, yeah, sticky grenades. I'm not claiming that I am great at the game. I'm also not claiming that I'm a noob. So as you can see, I got a little bit of a Halo experience here. I picked this game up, like I said, a good decade later after it came out. Played it a little bit, and then it sat another 5 years again, and now I'm picking it up here 20 years after the release date and when I really played it. Gosh dang it. And not a flawless hit there. I think I hit that second elite. Elites can be kind of annoying. Even on Legendary, one-on-one elites aren't usually too hard. And I'm just kind of seeing what this grunt's gonna do. More than likely I'll end up running up to him and punching him, but kind of want to see what he's doing. Oh, he's scared. Every once in a while I'll, oh, okay. And he's gonna kill himself. Oh no, he didn't. But one-on-one elites, they can certainly provide you with some problems, especially red on up. But most of the time, as long as you have a plasma pistol, you should be able to at least stun them and then really start meleeing them. Ooh, the unrecorded version here, I also had a pretty nice run. You can pretty much never save those Marines there. There's a elite that flanks you off to the side. And then just try to get a headshot in. That's the problem with plasma rifles, plasma pistols, is they just drain your shield so quickly. So if you have multiple enemies, get rid of that grunt. If you have multiple enemies, it can be really difficult to save your health. That's always a common problem that I have. Thinking plasma pistol goes for a, or plasma pistol goes for a grunt. So this, if you have an elite remaining, he'll probably go to the corridor off to the left there. I'm just double checking that he didn't go anywhere else. More than likely he's going to go to the corridor. Then just try to get a headshot as best you can, as quickly as you can. This is another section 2 that closes off, so you might as well get that health pack. I think this is the one tough part. I use Hokey Bird's strategy of being overly aggressive, which for the most part works out for me. As long as you can get those elites, then the grunts will scatter. You have to, ooh, that was just a bad name. Once you can get the grunts to scatter, you should be able to knock up the rest of them. Definitely make sure you know when the doors are opening, so I'm trying to get there as quickly as I can to nade them, and that just fails completely, and one of my Marines die. That grenade is probably pretty useless. I don't think it killed anybody, but I don't really have much to worry about. Yeah, just punch them. That's a common strategy that I use. You punch them, and then they kind of backtrack a little bit, and then go off to the side and punch them. Because if you punch them and don't move off to the side, chances are the elite is then going to just punch you back, whereas the elite would have to take time turning to actually punch you. And so it's a pretty common strategy that I use, especially one-on-one. Again, blue elites are by far the easiest. Red elites, same type of strategy, but it's not always as effective. I wanted to stick that elite, but a grunt will do. Damage the just damage the elite's shield, and again can mock them up with a pistol. I'm waiting for that elite to pop out. Doesn't look like he's gonna. Of course, I hit stinking wall. The red elites, I will say, are actually really good at dodging plasma pistol shots. Just save, take cover. Hope I don't get a secondary explosion or anything like that. It'll be more apparent, at least for me. I don't know if you're good at the game and you don't run into that problem, then kudos to you. But I run into the problem quite a bit where a red elite, if you're far enough away, they can dodge it pretty easily. The blue ones aren't as good at dodging, but the red ones can be kind of annoying at mid-distance, even with the plasma pistol rifle ammo. Now I'm just going to stick them. There we go. Fresh plasma pistol. Again, I like to save my pistol ammo. There's plenty of plasma pistols to go around, so I can afford to use up some of that ammo. I've got a red elite. Sometimes I've had them be somewhat aggressive in the past, to where they would come all the way to the dark corridor part, but in this case, no. They probably didn't see me enough. Simple plasma pistol, switch to your pistol headshot, noob combo. Very effective with elites. Red elites are also elites, no pun intended, but they're also very good at just getting to cover whenever they need to. That kind of scared me in game. Just as a little heads up too, so I went through this whole gameplay, and I'm recording the audio after. So if there's, and I'm gonna head back here and watch. Unfortunately, Marines die. It breaks up into glass, which is kind of interesting. But I'm recording the audio after the gameplay here, with no sound, so I don't always know. I know when cutscenes are coming up, obviously, but I don't actually know when in gameplay dialogue is going on. I have a general idea. Again, I've played these levels plenty of times, but I do apologize if you're looking to hear the in-game dialogue, because Halo does have a lot of good in-game dialogue. Pretty much anytime Sergeant Johnson talks, it's a good thing. He's by far my favorite character. It's always the first set of these corridors, or tunnels, whatever you call them. I wanted to stick them. I'm pretty sure I don't stick them. But the first one do not have grunts. The next set have 2 sets of grunts. I can never remember if I have elites. That's a fail. If I have Marines, I should say, in this section. I don't think you do. In the next section after the dark tunnels, you do. Again, you gotta, when you throw a nade right after you stun an elite, you have to like throw it right away. Like you see right there. I threw the nade. I had waited like almost a full second. Grunt, how do you not know where I am? I waited almost a full second, and it still should have stuck him, but it didn't. So you really gotta get your left finger ready. You gotta hit that trigger right away, just as quickly as that. You know, I quickly switched to the pistol. If you're throwing a nade, you gotta just be quick with it. You can choose to stay back in those tunnels if you like. I tend to probably be over aggressive When Halo first came out, again, I was in like middle school, high school. I thought the Legendary was so difficult, but I always never had a difficult time with Heroic, and so I'm used to being much more aggressive on Heroic, and I run into that as a problem. Yeah, the Plasma Rifle mop up the Blue Elite. But I'm used to being aggressive in Heroic because you can get away with it pretty easily. Again, one-on-one here. I do not know how that beatdown actually hit him. I was a mile away. I was a mile away in that one as well. Sometimes it's weird how that happens because I could literally be like right on top of an elite, beat him down, and it misses. Like clear as day, should have connected, misses, but I'm 5 feet away and it still hits. So again, if you run out of health here, pick up that health pack. I have full health.
It looks like
As eventually those doors will close. Looks like they tried to catch you napping. Normally they fire at you a bunch. I don't know why they don't with me this time around. Get your plasma pistol out. There's going to be an elite down at the very end of this. Just fire away. It should connect with him. Hit him a few times, but then the explosion should kill him. Even without a shield, they might survive that explosion, which is why I usually shoot him a few times. And also, I'm not like an expert on Legendary here. I basically did I did a couple of run-throughs way back in December. It's June now that I'm recording this. Grunt right around the corner. Save your ammo. Don't go too far because then you'll have 2 grunts shooting at you. But I went through my first ever Legendary run back over Christmas break in December. Was very difficult. Didn't record any of that. And so this is really my second like major kind of run through. There we go. There's a fast nade, but I don't think I got. Maybe I did. You do have scared the crap out of me. Yeah, you do have Marines in this section, so it's a little bit more imperative. Marines are going up, so I feel like I need to go out. Mopped everybody up there. There is like 3 elites or something like that. But I am definitely not an expert at Legendary here. Again, I get a few tips along the way, and if you play a level, 2, 3, 4 times, you kind of pick up on strategies that work, strategies that don't. Again, definitely, if you're looking for a good walkthrough guide, both Axeman and Hokey Bird, look at that. Narrow hole they had to shoot me and got me with several shots there. They're both good, excellent walkthrough guides. I think Axeman came out with his like 6 years ago, so it's been quite some time. He's done a lot of other content, but I definitely watch a lot of Axeman's, especially Halo videos. He is very good for commentary. I love listening to him. Definitely listen to Hokey Bird for the like strategy of what you need to do, best strategies at a given time. Obviously, Axeman provides some pretty good strategies as well. But if you just don't I want the strategy only on how to beat this. Hokey Bird is definitely good here. So I didn't know where to go here, and I also royally messed this up and nearly killed myself. Because there's secondary explosions, yes. So whenever you throw 2 grenades, anytime you throw 2 grenades, you have Marines back here. Definitely back up as fast as you can because there will be secondary explosions. Unfortunately, I'm just too late. 1 grunt mopped up. Well, there's a group of grunts, but they mopped up the last Marine that I had, and I was very pissed at that. So, hope you enjoyed it. More videos to come.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Aye, sir. We're disengaged. Going for minimum
sir. I don't want to die out here.
Look!
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on it.
Fiona! She's been hit!
I knew it! The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manually.
Heads up, everyone. This is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
You'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.